ocean waves and try to come to life. Don't let go of the bright blue sky, because the future's looking far too light. Are you ready for a long dive ship to set sail and carry me through the starry night? Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the docks of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine. Touchdown on the surface of my heart. The feeling's ever gone. A brave adventurer like me remembers everywhere that I've come from. Keep your feet to the vacuum sky, cause it's surrounding us out here. Follow the trail of the stardust of the ones that came before us, and we'll see what we've always been there. Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the docks of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine.
As the sun steps down and escapes the day, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. Turns to grey, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. We can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again.
Welcome to week 6, day 1. I'm Ace Squirrel on the call. How's everyone doing tonight? As we'll start off with the Lumberjacks heading to Founders Field against the Express. I cannot speak today. Express looking into this game 1-7, getting their first win of their young franchise. Actually, last week against the Mythic, because that ball's gonna be sent to the left. And at the warning track is Origin for the out. So getting their first week against the Mythic for their season, that leaves the Moonshots and Liberty and the Angels as the only teams in the SSBL still winless. Angels 4 games. That ball's gonna be hit. What a play by Doyle to make the catch. Lumberjacks on the other hand, first place in Heroic Legends at 3-2. These teams have faced off previously, and it wasn't really a contest as That ball's gonna be hit. Doyle on the 1/2 throw on the first. In time 1-2-3 inning. But between the teams for in the first matchup wasn't a contest. Definitely a huge win for the Lumberjacks, 18-2. So let's look to maybe get a win or at least keep it close here. As Aaron Centaya on the mound for the Lumberjacks, second time this season. His first start netted a 5-2 win against the Liberty. As he's gonna walk the first batter he faces.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 23.
Hello, Robot. I have done absolutely nothing. And the reason also, I don't know if you noticed, but usually I stream at like 7:30 Central, 8 Central. That's going to be a strikeout, so after the walk-up strikeout looking for Centaya brings up Gwen Atwood. But today, I don't currently have a job for the next 3 weeks, so I get to stream earlier, and also I've been packing all morning, so I need a little break. I don't really have much to pack, I don't like packing at all. Packing's very annoying. But, fine to watch. What better way to spend some time? Watch some SSBL baseball. That's 3-1 to Gwen Atwood. He offers up 3-1 and swinging a miss. Atwood, full count, pops that up into shallow center. Coming in on the run is Speedy Gonzalez for the out. So the Lumberjacks actually making a trade. Lineup looks a little different. We'll get to. I'll explain the details of that trade once we get to that part of the lineup. Here's Lindsay Pena, one of the standouts in my opinion for the Express. She's good ratings. She's had a pretty good season so far. She's ahead 2-0. And 3-0, so will they give Pena the green light or will she take Centaya? And a 4-pitch walk, so Pena's patient. Second walk of the inning for Centaya. And here's Lana Raydell.
Number 11.
Out in front of that one, that's going to be a strike. In the dirt, 1-1. One and 2 to Lana Raydell. She fouls it off. We'll try it again. And swing and a miss! Centaya works around the 2 walks. 2 base runners for the Express, but nothing able to do it. They got a runner in score position. Tygo, newcomer Wreck Dreams, and Gene Dream for the Lumberjacks. Here's Tank Tygo. Long-time Jack. From what I recall, I don't think Tank Tygo ever touched the minors. I think when he was drafted, he instantly went to the Jacks. From what I recall, I think he instantly went to the Jacks. As Tygo rips that one, that's going to be down the line and fair. With his speed, that might only be a single. He's going to go for 2. Vargas, no arm, throw to second, not in time. So leadoff double for Tank Tygo brings up the newcomer, Rank Dreams, brought over in a trade from the Skulls. The Skulls, then, the detail of that trade, Wreck Dreams, Sir Alex Einstein, and the ballplayers a season 10 round 2 pick, where the Skulls got back Flip Hecker, Wendy Snugs, and Express season 9 round 3 pick. So that should be a high pick. And the next one is Liner to Del Rey, or Raydell. He catches it, and Tygo safe at second. So Dreams first at bat, nets in the line out, and here's Gene Dream. A lot of people say Skulls won that trade. I was one of those people. I wouldn't say it was a bad trade for Lumberjacks. I just think it doesn't really net you anything. Lineup was already good. I think he's pitching. That might be the issue. As Gene Dream looks like he gets struck out looking. The 2 outs for Barco Jr. Let's see if Lauren Fell is able to work around this leadoff double. Barco already behind 0-2. Barco, that's going to put it in the right. Vargas picks it up, and the low speed of Tygo, they hold him at third, maybe a little bit more speed. They send him. So Warner's at the corners for Shelby Callan. She goes after the first pitch, popped up in the left, in foul territory. Coming over is Origin for the out. And with the runner score position, runner stranded. Waiting an inning and a half, still no score. Rupert Doyle will get a start off for the Express. Behind 0-2. Ground it. And it's going to be out for one.
the catcher.
Fire across the diamond.
Number 7.
Here's Hans McGregor. Swing and a miss. McGregor makes it that one. So quick 2 outs for Aaron Santaya. And here's Telly Mackey, the former Dragon. You guys saw my room right now. Absolute disaster. I have 3 days. 4 days. A full count to Mackin. That's gonna be a grounder to the left. Luzon dives. Throw to first. Not in time. Mackin able to beat it out. So first hit of the ball game for the Express. Yeah, I don't like packing. It's not fun at all.
Number 17.
Knox Vargas, all the speed in the world, but not much power and contact. That's going to be right to Brainstorm, throwing a first in time, so just a hit for the Express, but nothing else. Luzon in top of the order for the Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 10.
That's high.
And strike! Great curveball to get Luzon looking.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Off the plate.
Second strikeout for Phil.
No ball. That's high.
Great dive by Atwood, throwing the first. Owen, not Owen! Foul! Can't complete the play on the run.
Number 1.
So an error on the Express. Have a runner at first. Oh, and 2 to Speedy. That's gonna be down the line with Jam. 3-3 call! Fastball in the bottom of the zone gets Speedy Gonzalez.
The second baseman,
Here's Denver Brainstorm.
number 6.
That's down.
I feel like if the Express were in this game, this would be the best shot with Fell on the mound as Brainstorm pops it up. Atwood's calling for it, and the error does not come to bite the Express. Bottom of the third, top of the lineup for the Express.
Now batting, the
Former Lumberjack,
center
DDC.
fielder, number 44.
So DDC, never really a season 5 pick by the Stingers originally, was traded over to the Lumberjacks. Never really caught a consistent job in the SSBL. Floated around. He had a couple stints as he looks at strike 3. From Santaya, had a couple stints on the Lumberjacks. I think he was on the Stingers organization for like 2 days until he was traded from Umeco Pendragon and a pick. Then he had a couple stints on the Lumberjacks, but never really stuck until he was traded to the Express. And starting center fielder as he strikes out. Origin is behind, or is even the 2-2. She swings up to 2-2. Luzon, routine ground ball for him. 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
Here's Atwood.
39.
Atwood on the first pitch. Hits a right to destroyer and a routine ground ball. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Santaya. Through a third of this ball game, still nothing. Tygo dreams dream.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 10.
Nope, inside.
That ball is hit well into center field. Looking up at it to see, and it is gone. Tank Tygo. A solo shot, and the Lumberjacks are up 1-0.
Now batting,
An absolute
the
laser into
designated
center
hitter,
field.
Number 13.
Nope, That's high. Direct.
And gets Dream swinging. Strike three.
Now batting, the first
There's Gene Dream.
baseman, number 3.
All high. Strike.
As Gene Dream sends that out the middle into center field, that's going to be a single. Picking up his DDC. So that's been some discussion about the Lumberjacks of late.
Now batting, the right fielder.
You know, just how the heroic Legends is going with the Vikings. 3-2. Well, haven't had that really separation. I mean, they're a lock to win the not to. I wouldn't say a lock to win the division, but I would expect them to win the division. Definitely get in the playoffs. You know, with the Vikings, they still have 2 games against the Vikings, and looking at their schedule, if you take the teams that they have played, there's about 3 average and above teams. And the Dragons, the wrong fielders, and the Ballplayers. In those 3 games, because they played Liberty, Express twice, and then Ballplayers, wrong fielders, Dragons. And
That's inside.
in those 3 games against average teams, as Marco Jr. is going to get a lot, they're 1-2.
Now batting.
Now they're beating teams that they should beat in Liberty and Express and are ahead against the Express currently. But they are 1-2 against average or above teams. So I would say that's something to be. It's early. They only played 3 of our average teams, but you know the 2 games still against the overdrafts, still play the against the Vikings, still play the overdrafts and Gauchos.
Outside.
You know, maybe something to watch. You know, losing 1-3 in both games against the wrong fielders and ball players. Only, you know, but beating the Dragons 9-5 in their season opener, as that's gonna be a back-to-back block. So bases loaded
Now batting,
for Chris
the
Luzon.
shortstop, number 10.
But you know, everybody likes to doubt the Jacks. The Jacks like to prove the doubters, so I'm sure it'll all work out for them. As Luzon trying to break open this game here, 1 out, bases loaded. As he goes up high, misses.
Nope, that's high.
Check swing, fell. At 72 pitches already. We're only in inning number 4. Pitch from Fell. Just got the end of it. Nowhere to put him. Grounder, right to Doyle. Mackin, throw to first, a Dragon special. And bases loaded, 1 out. And the Lumberjacks get nothing. They do, however, get a solo shot from Tank Tygo.
Designated hitter, number
It's 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 4th, but absolutely killer.
Off the plate.
Huge double play. And Pena hits down the right center. That's going to get down with a short wall. Will only get her a single.
now batting.
I swear, that always happens when I stream the Lumberjacks. They always have, like, there's only one part where they have the bases loaded and they can't convert.
Nope,
It's
inside.
only my streams.
Ball inside. Direct. Nope, that's high.
3-1 to Lana Raydell.
Nope.
And Santaya walk, his 3rd walk of the ball game. So quickly in trouble, 1st and 2nd. As the Express try to get on the board here and tie this big game line back up.
Nope, that's outside. That's outside. Direct.
Takes a crack at the 2-0, but misses 2-1.
That's high.
Holds up on 3-ball count once again. Santaya. Swing and a miss. The 2-seamer came up on him. Full count. That ball's gonna be up the middle. That's gonna be a hit. They'll hold the runner at 3rd, so bases loaded, no outs, and here's Hans McGregor.
Number 7.
Direct.
Curveball's a strike. It's a squeeze! It's down the first base line! Santaya, oh no! Santaya picks it up! If he lets it go, it would have drifted foul!
7.
And the Express score!
Strike.
That was drifting foul. A mistake by Santaya.
Direct.
And the game is tied 1-2 to Mackin. Mackin pops it up. That's not going to do anything for him. as that's in shallow right. In the grass is Brainstorm. He makes the out, and the runners stay put. So bad at bat for Mackin.
Now batting.
Here's Knox
the
Vargas.
Right fielder, number 17.
Oh, I haven't even given you the rundown of the games yet. I'll do that next inning. That ball's up the middle. Luzon picks it up, throwing the first in time, and the game stays tied. But the mistake from Zentaya gets the game tied. Would have been fouled.
The third baseman, number 4.
And leading it off, top of the order is Cody Destroyer. So to give you the rundown of the games tonight, I have not done that. So game number 2, Wildcats at the High Rollers. Both teams, whoever wins makes the epic a little more interesting as it already is. Then for our SSBL game of the night, presented by Turtle Bleach, we have okay, just a little stutter, I guess. Gauchos at Dragons. Dragons looking to make a statement with the win against the Gauchos. Gauchos touted as the best team in the Heroic, their 5th game, so we'll see how that goes. And for the SSBL blowout game of the night, presented by Lopside Industries, Mythic at the Unicorns, as the Unicorns continue their campaign, already 6-1. As the 2-2 sent to second, Mack in the second base, and the lefty second baseman.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
2 outs, nobody on for Denver Brainstorm. Bell trying to at least get 5 under her belt. Probably be her last inning. All things considered, not a bad start. Did labor a lot through that 3rd inning. For that 4th inning, as he gets a strikeout of Brainstorm, and that'll do it. 1-2-3, go down the Lumberjacks. We're halfway home here at Founders Field. As it'll be the top of the lineup for the Express as well.
The center fielder, number
DDC over
44.
the walk. Casey is for number 2. The leadoff hitter. Just never really got up to his potential. And I look on DDC because I was the one who scouted him. And that's a strike 3 looking. I was the one who scouted him, I was the one who drafted him, but Lumberjacks continue to really want DDC for obvious reasons. And that's it for Santaya. 4 1/3, he's only able to go. Sir Alex Einstein, the newcomer, coming in the pitch.
That's high.
1-2 from Einstein. Swinging a miss! So Einstein first with his new team, strike 3.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
Or his old team.
39.
Old new team. Atwood. 1-2.
All outside.
Yes, he was. Old new team. Bounced around, but he's back as that's going to be Liner to Dream in a 1-2-3 inning. Still did lock that one. Not how I expected this game was going to go, but exciting nonetheless. Tygo Dreams Dream.
The left fielder, number 10.
Oh, that's inside. Nope, inside. All inside.
3-0 to Tygo. And Fell is going to get walk Tygo on 4 pitches. I would expect she gets pulled here.
Hitter, number 39.
Yes, she does. Michael Angelo
33.
will be up. That's it for Fell. Don't know why she was in it. Left in for one more batter, but nonetheless, she gave up a walk. So runner on first for Michael Angelo, and he's ahead of Dreams 2-0. And Dreams do something for his new team here. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the top of the zone. Was able to catch up with it.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And it's going to be 1 out for Gene Dream. He has 1 for 2 with the single.
Off the plate. Off the plate.
2-2 to Dream. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the inside changeup.
The right fielder,
And
number 8.
back-to-back strikeouts for Angelo. It brings him Phil Barkley Jr. 2 outs, runner on first.
That's inside. All low. Nope, outside.
That's a ball, 3-1. And he ball swings out ball 4. A little flare to second, Mackin. just a walk for the Lumberjacks, nothing else. Bottom of the 6th, Pena, Doyle. Exciting one here at Founders so far.
Designated hitter,
Puppet, how you doing?
number 22.
Pena 1 for 1 with the single to lock. That's gonna be your first pitch. Is gonna be sent to first. Dream steps on the bag. Easy play for him.
Now batting, the
Ray Delden.
third baseman, number 11.
Specialist trait activating for the Einstein. Puppet, thank you for the Prime subscription. 16 months. I'm currently on a 3-month streak. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We are very greatly appreciated. As Ray Dell strikes out.
The shortstop,
Dude, you know what's funny, Puppet? I don't think I've done a Retrievers game this year. Yeah, I haven't done a Retrievers game. I think the team I've done the most this season, like commentated the most. Ooh, what team have I commentated the most this season? I'm trying to think, like, who have I seen the most? It's gonna be a Grounder Dream, and it's 1, 2, 3 inning. I want to say it was last season was definitely Lumberjacks. I feel like Whitney does get your games too. I want to say I've done a lot of Liberty games. Maybe it is a Liberty. I've done a lot of actually, you know what? I think it's a Skulls. I think it's a Skulls and Liberty. Probably the Liberty more. I've done a lot of Liberty games this season. So I would say it's the Skulls and Liberty. I have not done one Retrievers game.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 10.
Yeah, because I don't think Fizik's done your games too much either. Luzon, but that bases loaded 1-out opportunity.
Steve Wright.
Oh yeah, I'm commentating tomorrow, so that'll be my first Retriever game.
Nope, that's low. Nope, that's
Thought I'd take advantage since I have the week off. As Luzon hits that high, it's deep, but in the deepest part of the park. As C is at the warning track, makes the
Now
out.
batting, the third baseman, number 4.
This late? Huh. Must be different school district type thing.
that's low.
Yeah, I quit my job on Friday, and I don't start until I still start my new job. As that ball is hitting the right, Destroyer. It's going. It's deep. It's gone, and the Lumberjacks are up 2-1. 364 to right, and Kodiak Destroyer taking the lead now.
Batting, the center fielder, number 1.
It looked like it was dying at first, but it just had a little bit of carry enough carry to it. 1-1 to Speedy. Grounder, Atwood. Flips it over to Angelo, makes the out, but Lumberjacks get a run there. They're up 2-1, and 17th stretch time. Thank you for joining me on the call.
The catcher,
As
number 7.
I'm gonna support on the call. If you're enjoying the stream, please give us a follow. If you want to get involved in the lead, in the league, create your own player, manage your own team possibly, please join the Discord link as that ball's hitting up the middle. Luzon makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
I'll be here
7.
today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday it's I don't know yet. I might do Wednesday as well, depending on how much packing I get done. But I don't expect to. It depends.
That sounds
Also have to take my car out. Swing and a miss. Mackin strikes out.
Now batting,
Here's Knox Vargas.
the right.
Yeah, I'm moving to San Diego
Now batting,
from Sacramento, so that's about 600 miles. Deb Woodworth.
Steve Wright.
Pinch hit. Vargas.
Nope, that's high.
Deb sends it into right. It squeaks through. So Woodruff, the pinch hitter, works out. Keeps the inning alive, and it's DDC. How funny would it be if DDC hit a home run against his former team and puts the Express
Off
up?
the plate.
Not putting anything in the game's head, but in the coding. But Woodruff gets picked off, but gets right back. How funny would it be? 1-1. Tired. And that ball through the right side. That's a home run. That's gonna do some damage. Woodruff will hold that second. So runner in scoring position for Natalie Origin. I don't know yet. They do not keep her in. Another former Dragon, Steven Diaz, will pinch hit. Plenty of speed off at second, so I think a base hit will bring the run in.
Nope, that's
2-0. It's not rigged, it's destiny.
Steve Wright.
2-2 to Steven Diaz.
Gregory.
Swing and a miss. Einstein gets out of it, and the Lumberjacks keep the lead.
Now batting the second baseman, number 6. Now in the game, number 15.
So Al Stevenson will come in and play third. Raydell will move into right, and I did not see the other move, but someone's playing somewhere. That ball is hitting to shallow right. Oh, I think Woodruff's in right. Or no, Raydell's in right. I don't know where
Now
Woodruff,
batting
but I don't
the
think she
right
came out.
fielder, number 10.
Although. Nope.
Good one to hit from Tygo, but he was under it, so fouls it back. 2-2.
All inside.
3-2 to Tygo. Tygo hits another one! It's sent to right, and a no-doubter! 3-1. His second of the game.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 13.
Slider caught too much of the zone, and Tygo able to square up and handle it.
Off the plate. Nope.
That's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number 3. Now
That's it for Angelo.
number
Jalen Hamilton will come in to pitch. And that ball gets away from McGregor. Runner will move to second. So runner in scoring position again for the Lumberjacks at strike 3. Ginger Dream is down on strikes.
Now batting the right fielder,
Brings in Phil Barkley Jr.
number
's
8.
1 for 2 with a single and a walk. That ball's hit well on the right, left. Look out, Woodruff makes a fantastic play. It was gonna get over her head, but she makes the jump on the run.
Now batting
What a play!
first baseman,
And keeps the
number
game within 2.
39.
Steve Wright.
There's Atwood.
That's down.
1-2 to Atwood.
Strike.
Swinging a miss, drop for a strike. Callens completes the play at first.
Now batting the designated
Rare.
hitter, number
Here's Pena.
92.
Here's the thing about Pena. I'm surprised. I don't know. I think if you threw a first-round pick at Pena, I don't think that would be terrible. Because she's season 8. She has great stats, and it's going to be ground ball to lose on. If you keep her in the minors for the rest of the season, maybe next season, she becomes one of the best hitters in the league.
Right fielder,
That's how I look at these like expansion teams. Like some of them, I'm not like, not that I would or have it, but like look what Elder did with you know, he gave up a first-round pick for a young player from the expansion team, knowing they're season 8. Yeah, he traded the guy, but yes, I agree. I think all the expansion teams should have traded for all the garbage in the league. I would have if I was the expansion team. Like, here's all my picks. Here's my third-round picks. I need all the garbage you got, or here's all my garbage picks that
the shortstop,
I at least do as much as possible.
number 27.
So that's why I think the Liberty did well, the Mythic did well.
That's low.
Sparrows did absolutely nothing, and the Express kind of like half did it. There are a lot of variants out there. I have plenty in my minors, personally. As Pinocchio came in for Einstein. Einstein was excellent out of the pen. 2 outs, 2-2. Runner on first. That's ball 3, so we're going to get a head start at first. Swing and a miss, and Pinocchio gets a strikeout. Heading to the 9th. Callens loses on destroyer.
Now batting the catcher, number 34.
Grounder, Stevenson. Great play. Yeah, I've actually made some like trade offers to expansion teams for like their youngins. Like, hey, I'll give a first round pick for this. I don't think it's a bad trade depending on like who the guy is and like what potential he has. Grounder. Go second. Go first. Here's Kodiak Strider, had a solo shot.
Number 4.
Ball inside.
I kind of am excited for these next two games,
Nope, that's
to be
high.
honest with you. Especially the Wildcats High Rollers. I may be a little biased because I'm in the Epic, but I really want to see how that goes down. K-Man and BB Pro, and it's a walk nonetheless. So we'll see Speedy Gonzalez come up and run on first. Can the Lumberjacks extend the lead, or are we kept at 2? I mean, Gaucho's Dragons is good too, but Wildcats High Rollers, it's a matchup. For the first in time. Well, it wasn't, from what I understand, it wasn't chosen as a game of the night because, and I will have to admit this, the Epic's been on the game of the night a lot.
Number 7.
So they're trying to like space it, like even it out a little bit. And Gaucho's Dragons is definitely deserving of a game of the night. It just happens to fall against the Wildcats High Rollers. But you have to admit, Epic has been on a lot for the game of the night. It's just because the Soul Order, Brainstorm makes the play. It's just the Epics, I think, is much closer than the High Rollers. And there's also like a lot of not High Rollers, much closer than Heroic. And there's also a lot of high profile teams in the Epic. So. I agree. That ball's up the middle, that's gonna be a signal. And also I would think like Heroic, especially on the bottom end, you know, Moonshot's 0-5, Liberty 0-5, Express potentially could go 1-8 right now. Walker's 3-4. Like the bottom end Knights, the bottom end is a lot more farther from the top end than the Epic is. Woodruff.
That's inside.
Runner on first, Tiny runs at the plate. Woodruff gets under it. That's going to be a fly in the left center. Calling for it is Gonzalez. Oh, and Gonzalez drops it! Gonzalez drops it! And the run. Oh my goodness. And here's DDC. Remember what I said earlier? I swear to God, it's not rigged. Oh boy. Grounder down the line, throw on the first, in time, but the run will score, so Tiny runs at the second. Here's Al Stevenson. That would have been funny if DDC was the one to do it. Oh my goodness. That's a strike. A base hit will get the run in. 0-2. The pitch from Nokia. In the dirt. A good pitch from Nokia, I think. A baseball pitch. That's a Soul Roller. Lose on. Throw to first. In time! And the Lumberjacks escape with their lives. Not how I expected. A much different result than 18-2 last time. Express keep it close, but still lose 3-2. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Express. We did increase here because we're talking crap. Tygo, 3 for 3. 2 home runs. All the runs came from the Lumberjacks, came off solo shots. 2 hits from Mackin. Zentaya, 4 1/3, 1 run, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. And Einstein, excellent, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. Gets the win. Nokia gets the save. Angelo gets the loss. Fell was pretty good. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Angelo gives up 2 runs, gets the loss, and Hamilton came up for an inning and 2/3. And Tygo, of course, is your player of the game. That was actually a good game. I kind of expected a blowout, to be honest with you. Much different than 18-2, I'll tell you that. So, with game number 1 in the books, we'll head to game number 2. We're going to Red Rock. As the Wildcats will play their High Rollers. We'll see how this goes out. It's sure to make the Epic more interesting. We'll be right back. This is SSBL Baseball on Twitch. I have too many tabs open and I can't find the mix. There it is.
You know there's something that is all about your ways. I hear it calling out for days. No reason or a doubt that I'm amazed. But you're backing off and don't seem phased. So why? It took one look and now you stare at me the same. So why? It took one look, but you play me like a game. It took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look, but you play me like a game.
And we're back for game number 2. Wildcats taking on the High Rollers. Wildcats coming in this game 6-2, second place behind the Unicorns. As the High Rollers in the tire race in the Epic Phenoms at 3-3, tied with the Bombers and 1 game back of the Serpents. Bobby Farmhand on the mound, and that ball is in the right. But at the track, getting it is G Baby Evans. And here's Josh McGurk. So, after that exciting game, we have another exciting one here. I think this is going to be an exciting game. Both teams I still think are good, but the High Rollers, the defending champions, I think we can all agree the High Rollers are still a good team, but I don't think they're as dominating as they used to be. I mean, a lot of them are getting older. Is that ball, off the glove of, I believe that's Woolley. And that's going to be a single. But not as dominating as they used to be. Still a good team. They're not, I wouldn't say they're one of the top tiers anymore. As Durr's gonna go, throw to second, in the dirt, and that keeps Durr safe. I think if it was a good throw, Durr is out. So, liner right to foe. So a lot of things happening quickly here, as here's Bash Sluggington for the Wildcats. But this should be a good one. I really hope this is a good one. And either way, either how this way goes, I think it just makes the Epic not much closer. As 3-1 to Sluggington. I will go over the Wildcats. As that ball's down the line, that's gonna bring in a run, and the Wildcats are on the board. Sluggington an RBI single. So let's look at how the Wildcats been doing this season. First game, obviously, beat the crap out of the Stingers 19-4. Then handled the Angels 12-3. Then the offense kind of, obviously you can't keep that pace, but losing 1-4 against the Unicorns, that's huge. Beating Skulls, but then again, losing Unicorns, that's the ball that's going to be hitting the left. Jimbo is on. And then rounding off 3 straight wins, 6-4 against Cyclones, 4-0 against the Retrievers, and 5-1 against the Sparrows. So doing pretty well. It's just those losses against the Unicorns are going to hurt. And I know it's been said. That's going to be the liner. Woolley going to be in the first. But the Wildcats put one on the board off the bat of Sluggington. RBI single, and we'll see the High Rollers and Auntie Jar on the mound for
Batting,
the Wildcats in her third start of the year.
14.
She actually pitched well against the Unicorn. Just Unicorn pitching was just that much better, as that's gonna be a slow left or pop fly in the left. Longshanks is there.
The shortstop.
Here's Wally Woolley, the long-time High Roller. And the High Rollers on the other side had a great win against the Bombers, 4-3, Mythic 3-0. But then 3 straight losses, Ball Players, Serpents, Skulls of Rock. And then taking a win, a huge win for them against the Vikings, 2-0. So looking to keep that trend going. As that ball's popped in the right. Under it is Maria.
Now batting, the first
And here's Max Range, also
number
Season 5, also a long time. I remember how mad everyone was when it's like, dude, you guys let Max Range fall to the High Rollers. I remember how mad everyone was. I was about to take him, but I took High Grass instead because high pitch is, I think, look better. As that ball's gonna be liner, Sluggington 1-2-3 inning for LTGR. What do you mean go Wildcats, Whitney? Oh, okay, I get it. I know.
number 17.
Yeah, dude, honestly, Jar is like one of the best pitchers. Rounder. Blind dog. Can somebody remind me of when Auntie Jar was taken in that draft?
Number 26.
Off the plate.
I think she was like one of the top 5, yeah? Someday. And pops it up. Literally does not have to move. 11? Really? Literally 11.
Now
Huh.
batting,
Interesting.
the right fielder.
Actually, I'm gonna go back and look at that draft. Where is it? I have to actually go find it, don't I?
Sky 3
That's gonna be a 1-2-3 inning for Farmhand.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4.
Oh, there it is.
Strike.
Season 7.
Nope. Inside.
So Slowitz, Watt, Stormblast, Topster. Oh yeah, the first 5 picks were hitters. Hattie May was the first pitcher taken. That's gonna be a blooper, and the High Rollers have the first hit of the moment. Then Beef Boy. Oh, they got Beef Boy and Auntie Jar in the same draft too.
Now batting, the third baseman,
I got Noodle Arm.
number 40.
Right.
That's
I think I
inside.
traded back in the draft.
Inside.
Right.
Foul ball. Foul ball.
That ball's in the right, but Maria judges it well and gets the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10.
Strike.
Maria? Oh yeah, because your inning sucked at the time.
Now batting, the catcher,
So Warren moves over to second, and an opportunity for Beltron to tie the game here.
Foul ball. That's foul. Nope. That's high.
Fastball misses up. The pitch. And jams her into center field, and the 2-out throw will not come to pass as game's still 1-0 heading into the third, top of the order for the Wildcats.
now batting, the left fielder, number 8.
Here's Henry Longshanks.
That's down. Inside. Nope. That's high.
3-0 to Longshanks.
Steve.
That ball, ooh, pass over the diving range. So Longshanks is on with the leadoff single.
Now batting, the
Here's Joshua
designated
Durnow.
hitter, number
Single and
12.
stole a base and later scored. And oh, they get Longshanks. Thorn trying to go, picks him off. And Range will tag him out, so out number 1. Farmhand works us out of the windup now. 1 and 2 to Dirt. Strike 3! Great pitch. Costs the inside corner.
How about the shortstop, number 5.
And here is Whitney.
Off the plate. That's outside.
2-1 to Whitney.
That's low. Strike.
And takes a swing at it. 3-2. Fouls it off. A pitch from Neat. Fouls it off again. That ball, liner down, foul ball. Strike 3 gets Whitney.
Now batting,
Bottom of the third, G. Baby Evans will lead it off for the High Rollers.
number 1.
Steve. Bolt low.
And 1-2 from Jar, the pitch. Down the line, backhanded by Milan. Fires over to first in time.
Now batting,
And here's the defensive center fielder, Ronque Rodriguez.
number 37.
Ball outside. Steve. Foul ball. Nope. Inside.
2-2. Races bat solo to first. Sluggington flips it over the Jar for the out. Jar is now locked in.
The left fielder, number 14.
The ball grounder. Whitney makes a dive. Throw on to first. Not in time.
Now batting,
And now it's Wally Woolley.
number 3.
That's foul.
And Woolley hits that up the center. That's going to be a single. Runner's going to head over the third. Jimbo just throws it in the second. So runners at the corners for the High Rollers.
Batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Strike.
And quick 0-2 to Max Range. The pitch.
That's inside.
Oh, inside 1-2.
Off the plate.
2-2. The pitch from Jar. Hits it, but hits into the seats. 2-2 pitch from Jar.
Inside.
Oh my god, full count. Wow.
That's foul.
Oh my.
Foul ball. Foul ball.
Just fouling pitch after pitch. Swing and a miss! Jar wins the battle. Still 1-0. Right into the fourth. Sluggington, Jimbo, Bash.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
Nope. No. Now. Foul.
And that ball over the jumping Woolley for a single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
So Sluggington is on, and here is Bobby Jimbo.
Ball. High.
Right to Woolley. Throw to Foe. Back over, and Range digs it out. Good play there for a Dragon special.
Second baseman, number 9.
So 2 outs for Sandy Bash.
Foul ball. That's low. Strike. Out.
Range does over, makes the play. So Foe Ollie Tenda, bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0. Still a very, very
Now
close game.
batting, the second baseman, number 4. Ski.
Ball. High. That's foul. Strike.
Swing and a miss. Gets foul.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Nope, that's low. That's foul. Strike.
Takes a crack at it. 1-2. Molly gets Jan popped up.
You're out.
As Milan takes the play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10.
That's down. Inside.
Here's Chicken Tenda.
That's inside.
And 3-0 to Tenda will get the green light.
Ski.
That curveball's in there for a strike, so 3-1.
Strike.
Swing and a miss, full count. Can Jar come all the way back? Breaks his bat, right to Bash. Easy play for her. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Fifth inning now, Milan de Maria. Still 1-0. Still a very close contest so far.
Now batting, the third
In this
baseman,
epic conference
number
contest.
17.
Ball. Inside.
Sure, Bombers and Serpent supporters would love to see a High Rollers loss.
Nope.
I'm sure everyone else in the Epic would love to see a Wildcats loss.
Take your base.
And that's going to be a walk. So Milan is on, brings up someday.
Number 26.
Foul ball. Strike.
1-2 to someday.
Outside. Inside.
Full count. The pitch. Up the middle. And Foe does not die for that. It's going to be in the center. A walk and a single. First and second have the Wildcats in business here in the fifth.
Now batting, the
Here's
right
Lorena
fielder,
Maria.
Number 10.
Strike.
0-2. Strike three. Gets one. Gets Maria. A big strikeout there, and here's Longshades. Not a guaranteed to double to Dragon Special since he does have wheels. It needs to be hit hard
That's
to an
outside.
infielder.
Inside.
A Sorrel Whirler won't be able to get him. 2-1 from Farian. Oh, and one from Farian's glove! Wooly will go to second! Heads up play from him! But oh my, Farmhand off his glove. And here's Joshua Durr
Inside.
with the runner on third. A double can bring in 2 runs.
Foul ball.
1-2 from Durr, or to Durr. That ball's hit well in the center field. Rocket Rodriguez finds the room.
You're out.
Right in front of the warning track, gets the third out, so the threat is averted. Beltran, Evans, and Rocket Rodriguez.
Now batting,
Or the High Rollers.
catcher, number 36.
Dude, what a game so far, man.
Ball low.
And that ball is hit in the left center. That's going to be in the gap. Cut off by Jimbo, so it'll be held into a single. But Beltran is on with the leadoff single.
Now batting,
Here's GBB Evans.
right fielder,
I think he's been a high roller since the beginning. Maybe he was traded here, but I know he's been a long time high roller. Has had many clutch hits in his time as a high roller.
Strike.
I've commentated some of those. Evans hits that one on the right! Maria! Jumps for it, it's overhead, gone! Evans! A 2-run shot right after he said he's had many clutch hits. He delivers another one.
You're out.
All right, hit over the first to give Rocky Rodriguez, and here's Mary Stone.
number 14.
Liner off the glove of Sluggington. Ooh, Stone holds up at first. I thought she was gonna go for second.
Now batting, the shortstop.
To Wally Woolley.
3.
Nope. No. Strike.
There goes Stone. Throw from Day. Not in time. Stone has it stolen. 1 and 2. That ball up the middle. That's going to be to the wall. And that's going to be another run. An RBI for Woolley as he slides into second. 3-1 High Rollers.
Batting, the first baseman,
Here's Max Range.
number 89.
Bombers and Serpents supporters are in shambles right now. Grounder, Milan. Oh, and Woolley go.
Safe.
Woolley gets tagged out, thinking Milan was gonna tag him or go to first, and she makes the heads up play.
Nope. Outside.
Okay, Becky Foe. So you're gonna miss 1 and 2. I've never seen like I get it. Like I thought she was gonna go to first too, but whatever.
That's low.
2 and 2. Liner off the glove of Whitney. Too much cheese on that one.
Now batting, the
As
third
now it's Blind Ollie, first and second. Auntie Jar at 90 pitches. This may be her last batter.
That's low. Wow.
2 and 1.
Ball outside. That's ball.
And that's a walk. Bases loaded.
now batting,
And it's Chicken Tenda.
designated hitter. Now pitching,
That's it for Auntie Jar.
number 32.
Botch Peppers Jr. Comes in and pitch. All the runners on base are still Auntie Jar's responsibility, so do not close the book on her. That ball lines. Knee makes the play. Throw on the first. Not in time. Tenda
Now
beats it
batting,
out. And it's 4-1.
number 36.
High Rollers are batted around. Off the end of the bat, Sluggington steps on the bag. But the High Rollers bat around and get 4 runs. Knee, Sluggington, Jimbo. As the Wildcats
Number
now have some work to do here.
That's down.
Goes out to the low one, range, flips it over to forehand for the first out. Here's Sluggington.
Number 25.
Ball inside. That's foul.
1 and 2 to Sluggington. Up the middle, and Sluggington is 3 for 3 today.
Now batting, the
Here's
center
Jimbo.
fielder, number 7.
Run on first, and that's it for Farmhand. Tipsy Reynolds. Who else is coming out of the pen? Grounder. Ollie throws a second. Foe, not in time as Jimbo
Now batting,
able to
the second
beat it
baseman,
out. So just a
number
fielder's
9.
choice at second. Runner on first for Sandy Bash. Jimbo
You're safe.
is a stealer at first. Expect him to go.
Strike.
Good slider. Way out in front of it. Screwball in there for a strike. 0-2. The pitch. A pitch out, but nothing doing. Check on Jimbo again. Another pitch out, 2-2. I honestly would not be too worried about Jimbo if it's 2 outs, 2 strikes. Just focus on Bash and May. Liner right to Foe, as that's going to be it for the Wildcats. Bottom of the 6th, G Baby Evans, Rodriguez, and Mary Stone.
Now batting, the
And here's Jarius G Baby Evans. He had that home run in the right. Yeah, the High Rollers are lead over the Wildcats, and now comes back up and leads us up to 4-1. As this dog needs to stop barking.
That's outside.
The Retriever's making an appearance. As oh my God, G Baby Evans, another one! It's 5-1. G Baby Evans, a second home run and back-to-back at bats. That ball is seen to the right. Again, Maria, and it's gone. Back-to-back. Mary Stone, 6-1 now for the High Rollers. Back-to-back jacks.
That's foul.
And a big curveball gets Stone looking.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3.
Foul ball. Strike.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Here's range.
Ball low. Strike. Off the plate. Foul ball.
Range under that one. Into right. And Bash goes all the way out there to get the catch. And we'll head to the 7th. But 2 more on the bats of Evans and Rodriguez.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17.
Inside.
6-1. High Rollers have commanded the lead so far.
Foul. Foul ball.
1-2 to Milan. The 1-2 from Reynolds is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Now batting,
And he'll bring up Sunday 1-2 with the single.
Foul ball. Strike 3.
And back-to-back strikeouts as some days also sent back to the seats. Here's Maria in her third plate appearance, 0 for 3 so far.
Foul. Strike.
1-2, Cameron strikes out the side. The 0-2, low.
Foul.
Just able to get a piece off of that one. 1-2.
Strike.
Swing and a miss! Reynolds strikes out the side, ready to the ball in the 7th stretch time. Thank you for joining me. I'm A Squared on the call. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you're enjoying the stream, please give us a follow. If you want to get involved in the league or be with the community, please join the Discord link that is in the chat. I appreciate you guys coming out.
Inside.
As I'm earlier today, I wouldn't be starting for like another hour and a half. As Becky Foe starts off the bottom of the 7th with a single.
now batting,
Also, Whitney, if you want to join for the last 2, be my guest.
number 40.
But if you're working, I understand.
Ball high. Off the plate. That's low.
One thing I will not be missing when I move from here is that dog. I love dogs, not that one. But back to the game as strike 3. Oh, and blind Ollie, a fitness. We'll have to check on that.
The designated
Maybe pulled something while at that swing. Blind Ollie, a meniscus tear. Oh no! Oh no, that's a 4-week. That's a 4-week injury as Milan diving stop, throw the first, gonna be in time, so runner moves in the scoring position.
the catcher. Now
Fair enough.
pitching, number 2.
So that's it for Bunch Strippers. Oh, and first pitch, Gorger comes in. He hits Beltron. So first and second. And who else? It's G Baby Evans. 2 home runs already, 3 RBIs.
Inside.
So a 4-week injury for Blind Ollie.
Off the plate.
We'll have to check how many games he misses now. That ball to the right. Bash makes the play. Throw to first. Gets up and makes the play. Good play from Bash. As well to the 8th. Still 6-1. Wildcats running out of time. So let's see. 4 weeks. That means he'll be eligible to return 1, 2, 3.
Number 20.
So Longstop will come in at 3rd.
Strike. Nope,
So
that's
week
out.
9, day 3. So the High Rollers, he'll miss 5 games for the High Roller. He'll miss the High Rollers' next 5 games. That could be significant in this playoff race. As Reynolds gets her 4th straight strikeout,
Designated hitter, number 12.
that could be significant. Joshua Durr is up now.
Yeah.
Durr gets under it, pops it up. Longstop just fresh in the game under it, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the
Whitney will be up now.
number
Something to watch at 3rd is Longstop has virtually no arm. So something to watch if a ball gets hit slowly to the 3rd, and maybe a double play does not get completed. Week 10, day 2. Oh right, because there's a Super Saturday. Got it. It's not day 3, Whitney.
Well,
Oh yeah, it's day 1. Duh. Okay, yeah.
nope. Inside.
Duh. But still, he'll miss 5 games nonetheless. I keep thinking it's day 2 today. But 5 games nonetheless.
Foul ball.
I will start working on the paperwork. As that ball to first, Range will step on the bag, and to the bottom 8th we go. Still 6-1. A commanding lead, and it's been all High Rollers since that first inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 37.
Foul.
Inside. Ball. Inside.
That ball is in to left, and it's another home run for the High Rollers. And it's Rocket Rodriguez again.
The left fielder, number 14.
Foul ball. That's foul. That's low.
Ball's hitting the foul off, so 1-2.
Foul ball.
This week 6, day 1.
That's foul. Ball. High. Strike 3.
And strike 3, Gorga gets him.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3.
Foul. Nope. Outside.
Blind Ollie. As here's Wally Woolley. Meniscus tear.
Strike 3.
And gets Woolley. Strike 3.
Now batting,
There's
the
Max Range now.
baseman, number
Gorga trying to keep it within 6 at least. 2 Ks so far.
Off the plate. That's inside.
Out and off.
Foul ball. Foul. Nope. Outside. Ball 4 taken.
And he gets a walk. So I keep the inning alive.
now batting,
Bring up Becky
the
Foe.
second baseman, number 4.
Inside.
And Foe, that's going to be into center field. Range is going to go to 3rd. Throw to 3rd for Jimbo. Not in time. Just beats it out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Now pitching, number 15.
Ball inside. Ball outside.
So Abel Mars will come into pitch, try and get this last down and keep the lead or keep the deficit within 6.
Take your base.
And that's going to be a walk. The wheels on coming off the hinges for the Wildcats.
10.
And it's going to be back to Mars. Throw to first.
You're out.
Well in time.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25 in the game.
So Colton King will come in for the long stop as a defensive replacement. Reynolds still out there trying to finish off this game. As first pitch is sent to range for the first out.
You're out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
That's outside. Foul ball. That's outside.
I think that worked out. And Reynolds gets a strike 3, so down to the last out are the Wildcats.
Number 9.
Nope, that's low.
Sandy Bash, last chance for the Wildcats. If the lead stands, and liner right to range, and that's it. The High Rollers, after the first inning, take over, win 7-1. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the Wildcats. 7 runs, 14 hits for the High Rollers. As the High Rollers improve and make the Epic Phenoms much more closer. They improve to 4-3. Wildcats falter to 6-3 on the season now. And that bottom of the lineup, I mean, Evans and Rodriguez both 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 home runs. Just excellent from the High Rollers. Stone and Woolley 2 for 5, and Becky Foe 4 for 5. I did not notice that. Slummington 3 for 4, and the rest of the Wildcats. Just offense did not show up today for the Wildcats. As Auntie Jar gets the loss, 4 2/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Peppers gives up 2. Gorga gives up 1, and then on the other side, Farmhand gets the win, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and Reynolds comes in for the 3 2/3, also gets credit with the save. No hits, 5 strikeouts. So excellent outing from her. That's what you like to see from High Roller. And G-Baby Evans is your player of the game. Oh my. So that was a huge win for the High Rollers, and just makes the Epic much more interesting. Also expressed. Isaac, if you want to join, be my guest. If not, it's cool. I like having commentators. So we'll head to the SSBL, given and presented by Turtle Beach. But before we do that, a word from our sponsors as I get the next game. I'll get you after I get everything set up. After a word from our sponsors as I get the next game set up. We'll be right back. This is SBL Twitch. Enjoy the word from our sponsors.
Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. Come out in the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. To the play. Gotta go for his, cause you know I can't play. We gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt. I was down below the comma. I put dollars on my head like I don't wanna. Yeah, I'm proud of what I did. I'm on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Practicing. I'm shooting a commercial for Turtle Beach.
Yeah, but we're gonna hop on right now.
I bet.
Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt.
Look at me staring
You took one look, but you played me like a game. You took one look and now you stare at me the same. You took one look, but you played me like a game.
And we're back for the SSBL game of the night presented by Turtle Beach. If you're in the chat, please join the raffle. Put you here in all caps for a chance to win some Turtle Beach merch. I have Fizek here on the call. Hi Fizek, how are you doing tonight as we commentate your team against the Gauchos?
I'm not excited for this game. I think this is going to be I mean, I think I had it close on Jacked is what I said it was going to be, but I think this is going to be a pretty big, easy Gauchos win. If you could share your screen, that would be absolutely poggers. Man. Also, what was that, 7-1 for the first game?
Yeah, 7-1. I was actually just about to ask that. As both number ones come in for the Gauchos, and Dragons, as good played by Star, throwing the first. Not in time. And that was Tailwind able to beat it out, so here's J1.
Number 10.
First Dragons appearance for French Pastry.
Who, for some reason, his name's on all caps.
That's his name. His name is French Pastry, full cap. They said I could be turned down a little bit.
Yes, I am trying to do that.
That's up.
Push you at 100. I don't know why I had you.
No, that's inside.
Tell me how Fizek sounds now, as that's going to be a slow roller. Don't think it's going to be able to get the Dragon Special, but over to first.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So Fizek,
You know,
what are you looking
go
for
ahead,
in
go
this
ahead.
game from the Dragons? Trying to get this win against probably, as many touted, the best team in the Heroic on paper.
Yeah, I mean, not only best team in the world, but arguably best team in the entire SSBL. I think the Unicorns beating them in inter-conference kind of has that on the ropes a little bit, but I mean, for the Dragons, it's all about showing up and to see if this team is actually one that can legitimately compete. I think they've done enough to show that they'll be on the door around postseason time, but so far, especially under my tenure, the Dragons have yet to prove that they're actually a full-on contender.
And yourself making first pitch, hitting a base hit down the line. So yeah, Dragons coming in, losing the first three, but rattling off 5 straight against some quality teams in the Longfielders, Vikings, and even the Cyclones. Who, yes, the record does not show as Freishack's gonna go to second. Ain't the time to get him, so he's caught stealing. But yeah,
Not even close.
Not even close there. Steve Stevens on the mound also for the Gauchos, and that's gonna be hit right to lot.
Now batting, the
So 2 outs.
number 6.
Kawashi French Pastry is a left fielder and then a first base outfield secondary.
Ball, that's outside.
Scary Star is up, a long time Dragon.
That's ball 4.
And he'll work himself a walk. So Stevens, kind of got bailed out with the caught stealing and now walks. And here's Velma Betancourt.
25.
Yeah,
Who
and
was a
Betancourt was.
last minute introduction to the lineup.
Yeah, she was a late ad. I had Earl Crump in at DH and then decided to try out Betancourt tonight. So we'll see how that works out.
Behind 1 and 2, breaks her bat, flare to banger, and that'll end it for the Dragons. So both teams threw one apiece. As we'll look at the Gauchos real quick. Like I said, the Dragons have rattled off 5 straight at 5-3, so pretty good record. But the Gauchos, 2 wins against the Nice and Express, 2 teams. The top ball's gonna be in the right, sliding. Oh, and missed it! It's gonna be a double. Freishack misses it, and a leadoff double. I don't disagree with the slide, just misjudged it a tad. So runner in scoring position for the Gauchos, and here's Colin.
That's where Lafayette bails you out. Any other park that's easily a triple, potentially inside the park.
I think in Red Rock can get away with that too, because right field's pretty short, as we saw in the last game.
Well, the thing with Red Rock is that right field wall is pretty slanted, though. So if it gets a good bounce off of that, it could. I mean, there for Freishak, he was able to recover decently enough because it kind of came back to him.
And Ting not doing any favors for himself. Walks Colin, so here's Ernie Steele now up. And I would say, like, this Gaucho's lineup just 1 through 9, just very dangerous. And just walking anywhere, giving any free passes, is just, you're just not doing yourself any favors. 1-2 to Steele.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it works out because that was a walk there. So runner would have eventually made it to second, but not great feeling, especially considering Freishak wasn't too far away from catching yet. He doesn't really necessarily have the fielding to make that grab, though. Definitely has the speed to get there. But yeah, I mean, especially between these two teams, like this was what was supposed to be the matchup of this division in its first year. But then the Romfielders came out of nowhere and really like just showed up, and I think have made this evolution a little bit more interesting. If anything, have made the Dragons Romfielders have an interesting battle to try and get into the postseason.
Yeah, so back-to-back pop-ups, making 2 rounds, first and second. Here's Dion.
Inside.
And down the line. Oh, Pastry misses it. That's going to be a run. Just under the glove of Pastry, and the Gauchos are on the board off the bat of Dion.
Left fielder, number 3.
I'm going to be honest, even if that's Betancourt there, I don't know if she can make that grab either. Both aren't great fielders.
How was Pastry's fielding at first? What is it now since he's in secondary? There's runner going, throw to second. Not in time, just under the tag.
Let me pull it up.
1-2 to Viscous. She can do some damage here with the base hit. And she grounds right back to Ting. Throw to first in time. I would say it's probably in the 40s or 30s.
He's 65 fielding normally, so I would guess 45.
Yeah, about 45 or something with the secondary. I'm not too sure how much secondary takes off. Probably about 20.
Number 12.
So Maroons will lead it off. 1-0 for the Gauchos in the bottom second. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the Gauchos, good to execute there, getting runners in scoring position, but you have to think if you're the Gauchos, you would have liked to get a lot more there.
So, full count, 2 runs, and swing and a miss. Late on that fastball, and Stevens pulls it by him.
The catcher.
I'll bring up
Stevens
Noah
was
Walker.
3-0 there, and really, really good for him to battle back in.
Noah Walker, the former Gaucho as well, getting his first crack. And, and past Stevens. And Billups, no play, so Walker, an unusual base hit, but a base hit nonetheless.
Batting, the left fielder.
Man, that's the second ball we've seen now this game where it looked manageable enough. Like, Pastry, that looked manageable. And for Stevens, that definitely looked manageable, even with the nerf to comebackers.
Yeah, that looked manageable. It was just a little flare, right back to him. Wasn't getting it hard. And Shelton, 1-2. And Shelton right back in the middle. This one, no chance for Stevens. So first and second for the Dragons.
Yeah, that one made much more sense in terms of getting by Stevens, but that first one was really, really slow.
Brings up Duketown with Isaac. I mean, you have to admit, has had to struggle so far in a Dragons uniform.
Yeah, but Dragon outfielders underperforming. Name a better duo.
Banger has no play at second. We'll just take the easy out at first. So second and third, couple of runners in scoring position, and here's Freddie Jupiter again against his former team as well. Could do some damage.
Gauchos and I have made so many trades. There's so many players on this team that are former Dragons, so many on mine that are former Gauchos.
And right down the middle, but he gets under it. And looks like the Dragons will squander this opportunity. As that'll be Jay Watt camped under it for the third out. So Gaucho's able to wiggle themselves out of that one. To the third we go. Still 1-0 ball game. Tailwind will lead it off.
Designated hitter, number 20.
It is both pitchers now over 30 pitches in their first 2 innings, Ting in a much worse state than Stevens. But if it goes to the bullpens, it should be noted that for the Dragons, Bradley is no longer the closer. She's now back in the minors, and Tippikup is now that closer, and Major Champs has come up, sitting at around 210 now. So Dragons have a little bit more of a revitalized bullpen than they've had in the past.
So Rona Jupiter only plays at first, so Tailwind will move to second. So runner in scoring position for Banger. Banger, and you know what about these Gauchos, like a lot of these players are like, guys from other teams. You know, like Banger is a former Bomber. As that ball, the runner's gonna go to third. Oh, and the low throw, but I don't think they would have got him anyway. So runner 90 feet away, and Ding will just put Banger on to get the Dragon special in check.
The third baseman, number 3.
Tina Hicks.
Former Dragon.
Dragon.
Foul ball. Strike. Low.
Low 1 and 2 from team.
Nope, that's high.
Checks away.
Oh, checks league.
And Liner runs.
Oh!
And Banger. Oh, he got lucky.
The right fielder.
That could have
Liner.
been bad for the Gauchos. But now, I mean, here's a chance now for Colin. Team almost got screwed out there. Has a chance to convert here.
No, high.
Even that one to Colin, the 1-1, and he fouls it off. So 1 and 2. Ting has a couple of pitches to play with. And that ball's gonna be a Dragon special to left, and the Gauchos will take a 2-0 lead. Colin comes up clutch.
And for the Gauchos, they really don't need to put up that many runs. I mean, they don't have a single pitcher below 239 rated. So, I mean, they really just need a couple of runs here or there. And as long as Stevens in the bullpen does their job, I mean, to be honest, 2 runs might even be enough to do it.
Ball, that's inside.
Runner going, but
Whoa!
strike 3 looking anyway. So just a run given up, still manageable for the Dragons, but need to start getting something going. It'll be the top of the lineup as we're heading to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Gauchos.
I'll tell you what, Ting nearly had 60 pitches. That was a ballsy pitch to throw there on 3-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Very
No,
greedy.
inside. Ball. Strike.
As Freishak strikes out, completes the play out first, so 1 out and Mojo down for Freishak, and here's French Pastry.
Number 21.
Back in action in the SSBL after a short stint in the minors.
No, that's low.
Yeah, got a 10 arm for his time in the minors.
As that ball, Dax makes a
Ooh.
fantastic play, snags it out.
The shortstop.
And here's Gary Starr.
Ball, high. Strike.
And 1 and 2. Duke Star, the pitch.
Foul ball.
Let's get the beats of it. 1 and 2 still. Dang, and a miss. And 3 scoreless from Stevens so far. We're into the 4th. Billups, Dion, and Biscuit. So, if Isaac, real quick, give me your thoughts on the first 2 games so far that we've had today.
Yeah, the Express, dude, they could easily be 500 right now.
It was actually really
So
expecting it to be
tough
blown.
for them. And then for the Wildcats, I think the Wildcats have come back down to earth. That they're paying for the 19-4. They upset the SSBL gods so much that, and the other thing is that it's their first loss to a non-Unicorns team as well.
Yeah, that just makes the Epic just that more tighter as, you know, dismay of Serpents and Bomber supporters. That's going to be a strikeout. The High Rollers got to win, so it makes their lives a lot more harder.
Left fielder, number 3.
Here's Miranda Biscuit. She's over 2 so far. As Biscuit hits that hard to center field, but right at Duke Town for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
And I'll bring up Samuel Tailwind, who's had, honestly, a great season so far. Gauchos
I mean,
games
he's just had a good career. Went undrafted and what was that, season 6?
I think it was 6, because that's
And-
when we had the minors or the free agent showcase. Yeah, Liner face makes the snag.
Oh! Where was that in the 2nd inning? But I mean, he used all bit of that 45 fielding to get that grab.
So bottom of the 4th, Bencourt will get it started off for the Dragons. Stevens is locked in at 47 pitches, so a healthy pitch count so far. As that ball is Popped up, lofted into center field. Billups goes all the way out there to make the catch, and Alvarez homer runs.
Second baseman, number 12.
Now homer runs has been thrown around some trade talkers lately, but still Dragons through week 6.
Yeah, you know, nobody seems to want to purchase. After I spent so long trying to get it.
1-2 to Barnes. And that's gonna be a grounder. Billups fires to the first for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Walker.
24.
I mean, for the Dragons, if they want to get back in, I think some solo shots would be the way to get it done. Like, playing small ball, I don't think is going to get you very far against the Gauchos, with just how solid that pitching is.
And also that defense. As Noah Walker gets a hit, he'll send him to center field. So 2-out single keeps the inning going. So Mojo down for Stevens, that may be significant.
Fielder, number
And honestly, just for Walker, a great at bat to get more pitches onto Stevens.
Yeah, man, that ball's gonna be hit to right, and that'll do it for the Dragons in the 4th. So through 4, still 2-0. Watt, Banger, Hex, hard to line up for the Gauchos.
now batting, the second baseman, number
So it was at this point then in game 2 that the High Rollers blew it open in the bottom of the inning, right?
Yes, at the 5th. As, another one gets past Pastry, and that's gonna be a single. So the fielding of Pastry, I mean, that's a tough one to get,
the
but
first baseman, number 0.
Not impressing defensively, right?
not so far.
Ball, that's low. Ball high.
Bruce Banger. Got 2-0, and he offers up the 2-0, but fouls it off. And another foul, so 2-2. Kenting gets out of this. And up the middle, that's going to be a single. So first
He
and
might-
second, no outs.
He might be getting pulled here pretty soon.
I would assume so. He stays in against Athena Hex. Athena Hex hits that in the left, and that's a 3-run shot. 5-0 Gauchos.
Former Dragon burying the hatchet right now. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if the Dragons can do anything at this point, or have shown that they can do anything. Nah, I think this is the Gauchos' game to take.
Now pitching.
Juan
Oh!
Cosmo will come into pitch now.
Original Gaucho.
Another original Gaucho.
This one, though, didn't get directly from Marge. I actually got Cosmo through Overdraft.
I was gonna say, yeah, she was from the overdraft, I believe. Remember that insane season? Like, I think it was her last start that ruined it. Remember that insane season she had? Where she had like a 1 ERA for most of the regular season?
Was that their first season in season 4?
I don't think it was their first season. I want to say it was one of the tanking seasons. But Cosmo was like the one point where it's like, dude, Cosmo's actually on fire. I want to say it was like 5 or 6. How many seasons has she been on your team?
Well, I
Just
don't
this
think
season?
it would be 5 because 5, they went 1-13. So it would be
6.
hard. I mean, it could have been season 5. If it was season 4, I would probably guess season 6.
No, because I remember as Jupiter picks it up and makes the play. But a 3-run shot from Hex gives the Gauchos a comfortable lead. It's going to be 5-0 halfway home as we'll see Duke Town lead off for the Dragons. But yeah, there was like a regular season where she was just on fire she had pitcher of the year locked up until that last start.
They're saying in chat, are you thinking of Noree?
It wasn't Nori.
I
was
also
Cosmo.
remember Cosmo being very good.
It was Cosmo. I do remember it was Cosmo. I will die on this hill. It was Cosmo. Cosmo was on fire.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 24.
Stevens back up to locked in.
As that ball is going to be hitting the center field.
Whoa.
Oh, and it takes a wicked hop. It's going to get to the wall. And, stays at first. Jupiter.
Now batting.
Holding up, so here's Will Freishak.
Fielder, number 82.
Now would be the time to pounce as the pitch count goes up to get on to, because that's really the only way you can get past these Gauchos pitchers is when they're starting to labor a little bit before they switch in someone else. You gotta act quick.
Yes, as Freishak flies out, so 2 outs for Pastry. Who also had an insane season with the moonshots with many home runs. Seems like he has any home run every game. Boom 1. Stevens. And full count runner will be going on first. Swing and a miss! And Stevens, 5 strong. Heading to the 6th, Dion, the top of the lineup for the Gauchos.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Ball's hand to the left at the wall to Shelton.
Whoa.
ACL.
That's about as deep as you can go before it hitting off the wall. A little bit unlucky there for Dion.
Ball's hand to the right. Ranging over his Freishak, makes the play. You know, with the with how we've been seeing a lot more fielders like dropping balls. We saw one today, and, Speedy Gonzalez. You know, it just makes now every fly ball I'm like, maybe I shouldn't say it's an out until I see the ball actually go into the glove.
That's usually the way it happens, right? We're always apprehensive, and then we get lulled into a sense of security, and then out of nowhere, bam.
And strike 3 call. Strike 3 got him. So 1-2-3 inning for Cosmo.
Is that the first 1-2? I think that may be the first 1-2-3 for the Dragons this game.
Yes, it was.
Number 6.
Yeah, I think to be honest, the way to beat the Gauchos is what the Unicorns did, where you're gonna have to go toe to toe with them pitching wise.
Star looks at strike 3. Great pitch.
That was dirty. I mean, the Unicorns won 2-1. The Gauchos through 4 games have given up 11 runs.
As Bencourt hits that well in the left center, going up on it.
They're gonna
at the
get
wall.
there.
It's gone.
We get it, Velma. You want to stay in the lineup. Man, I'll tell you what, the biggest loser of that home run was Earl Crump.
Ashley Weber. Doesn't get much easier for the Dragons. Ashley Weber will come in and get the call. 0-2 to runs. And he strikes out on 3 pitches. So not the best of days for runs.
Weber, 82, 91, 99. 272 pitching, second best pitcher on the team, the best relief pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and Weber comes in and strikes out 2 batters. As we're heading to the 7th, 5-1. Lot Banger X will be up. Game's still not, I wouldn't say this game's not out of reach, but Dragons running out of time. Maybe that home run can give them some
I
forward
would say
momentum.
this game's pretty average.
Right to Pastry. Steps on the bag.
Like, even if the Gauchos don't score any more runs, which is highly unlikely, Velma Betancourt has been the only bat so far to prove that she can best the Gauchos. I mean, the Dragons have been getting a couple of hits here and there, but
Strike 3 gets him. Cosmo doing well in front of the pen. Here's Athena Hex. That's going to be a swirl at the 3rd. Jupiter fires it across the diamond for the out. 1-2-3. Another one for Cosmo. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. I have A squared on the call with Fizek joining me for games 3 and probably 4. Maybe 4. And if you're enjoying the stream, please give us a follow. If you want to get involved in the league, get involved in the community, please join the Discord link in the chat. Also, if you want to get into the raffle for this week's Turtle Beach headset, raffle. Please type here in all caps to get yourself
Center fielder.
in that raffle.
97.
I think it does work.
There's one that gives you the master sheet. Is it
SSBL
just
Master?
master?
Number 20.
The SSBL master is.
Did you
doesn't
see
let
it in
me
the box
talk about
settings?
outside of- I'm sure it's. Hold on, all the commands are there. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I bet you it's Master. Swing and a miss as Ashley Weber breezes through the Dragons in the 7th. Colin, Steele, Billups due up in the 8th. No 5-1 Gauchos.
Number 40.
And your SSBL Given That presented by Turtle Beach. As Colin hits that into center field, looking up at it, at the wall, it is gone! Delanier Colin with a solo shot, and it's 6-1 now.
It's not SSBL doc. It's not sheet. It's not SSBL document. It's not SSBL master.
It's not Master.
SSPL sheet? Fine, I'll actually look it.
He's out. Now batting, the shortstop. Number 9.
Any last guesses?
That's outside. Steve Ross. Steve Ross.
1-2 to Billups.
Oh, that's so stupid.
That's down.
Why did I make it that?
What is it? You put league sheet? I would just do Master or SSBL.
No, I've already got it set as that.
Number 27.
Decent enough appearance from Cosmo. The biggest issue is just the arms for the Gauchos are always there. Bit of an interesting third go through the rotation for the Dragons. They bookend it with the Gauchos, but then they go to the Moonshots and then host the Liberty for the 2 and the 3. And then end the season at the Stingers, so that's we should cast that game together. Host the Retrievers, and then get a little bit of an easier end to the season with the Knights, and then at the Walkers.
Ball, that's outside.
At the bottom of the 8th, that's going to be a single in the center field.
And then so the Dragons are bookending their third round through the rotation with the Gauchos. The Gauchos are bookending their second rotation with the Dragons, actually. So obviously here, then they're at the Liberty, at Retrievers, and then host the Dragons.
Yeah, I think for Dragons, it's gonna be Ting versus Puddle Gold.
Nope, that's high.
That'll be an interesting matchup.
As Pastry shoots out to the right side of the infield, so back-to-back singles have the Dragons in business, trying to inch this game closer, 6-1.
Third rotation for the Gauchos is Walkers, High Rollers, Lumberjacks, Moonshots. And then, interestingly enough, they don't face the Rom Fielders until their first go-through of their fourth go-through.
As that ball's hitting the gap, that's going to be at least one. Pastry will hold up at third, and 6-2. Chris Bencourt already has a home run.
Rom Fielders, Vikings, at Rom Fielders, at Walkers for the Gauchos to end this season. I mean, they still have so many games to play.
Grounder, run will score, out number 1.
Now back, the second baseman, number 12.
Ball's hit high and left at the
Ooh,
wall.
that should be caught.
It's
Yeah.
caught. Runner will score 6-4 now as the Dragons have cut into that lead. So here's Walker.
doing it against Weber of all pitchers as well.
Grounder, Billups fires it over the first. So 3 runs for the Dragons there makes this game a little bit interesting heading into the 9th. Top of the lineup for the Gauchos. Huge for the Dragons here to keep it within 2.
Number 3.
Grounder runs. Fire on first for the out. So Dragons in danger of losing the second longest win streak in the league right now.
Well, if the Dragons want any shot of continuing that streak, they need to get out of this unscathed.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Bring up Jay Watt.
number 10.
1 for 4 with a single.
No, that's inside. Ball. Ball. Foul ball.
Jay Watt hits on the right. Freishak off the wall.
Oh. I mean, I thought that one was gone, but that's the interesting. The K-Man versus the tough out.
Number 0.
Here's Brutus Banger.
Ball. No, inside.
2-2. The pitch from Jackson.
Ball.
Fastball misses up. Full count. Fouls it off. Playing with that forkball. Fastball challenged him. Fouls it off again. 3 foul balls in a row.
Great at bat.
Ninth pitch on the at bat. Pops it up, and Jackson will win this one. Great at bat, but Jackson will win that one.
He's out.
I mean, it felt like the Gauchos have dominated, but they're only out hitting 11-9 right now. Again, the Dragons are going to have to get through Ashley Weber, who, granted, is laboring, but still is Ashley Weber.
Grounder, Banger, and flips it over to Weber for the out. So not a great start for the Dragons, who need to try and tie it with 2 runs. Duketown 0 for 3 so far.
Ball outside. Ball. High.
Check swing.
Deep. Raw.
2-1, Duketown. Duketown hits that one to right. That's gonna be gone. It's 6-5.
I mean, what a time to choose to let it go, and then surely that'll do it for Weber. Surely they're not going to keep her in.
Here's Freddie Jupiter, and that's it. Poodle Starfire will come in the pitch. A tight one here. Jupiter
Ball.
needs to
Inside.
find some way to get on. That ball's hit well on the right, but well. Oh, and he missed it. Colin missed it.
Colin! Oh, that is 100% on Colin. That is 100% on him.
I thought he played it well. Here's Freishak.
I mean, that's a tough grab over the shoulder, but you've got to make that catch.
That's up.
No pinch runner from the Dragons here. I don't know if you have anybody faster.
Yeah. I've got Crump.
1 and 2 to Freishak.
No, that's
Oh,
low.
misses low.
Whoa. That was a ballsy take.
Oh, out in front of it. You straighten that up a little bit. 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it, expecting the fastball. Starfire now, last chance. French
Of course.
pastry.
Of course. Of course it's going to come down to
Grounder. Hacks
pastry.
makes the diving stop. Throw to first. In time, and the Gauchos escape with their lives. They'll improve to 4-1 and snap the Dragons' win streak at 5. What a game.
Man, vintage Dragons, get my hopes up just to crush them in the end. Oh, man. I mean, let's be fair. To even get to that point with where the game was, I think they put up a lot more fight than we were expecting. But luckily enough for the Dragons, I mean, again, at Moonshots and Liberty, even though they're the only 2 winless teams in the SSBL, very much makes it even more crucial to get those wins. But they get a little bit of a lull before facing the Gauchos. And that's what's going to be crazy is the next time these 2 teams meet, it's going to be the number 4s against each other. It's actually going to be Ty Sasso on the mound for the Dragons in that game. So if this held up to the SSBL game of the night without a doubt, with the late go on there. Of course, it's the Athena Hex, the former Dragon, that gets it for the Gauchos. But I'm really interested to see. We've seen them at their number 1s. Interesting to see what it's going to be like with their number 4s. How this game pans out.
Yes, and that was a very exciting game there for the SSBL game of the night, presented by Turtle Beach. But we are back. Isaac will be sticking around for the 4th game.
Sure.
Why not?
Guilted me. You
Why
guilted
not?
me.
I didn't guilt anything. What do you mean?
You guilted
I
me.
did
Everyone
nothing of the
saw
sort.
it. Everyone sees it that
I
you're
did nothing
guilting
of the
me.
sort. I did absolutely nothing of the sort.
I'm being extorted.
Well, yeah, like it took much convincing. Yeah, sure. Anyway, so we'll be right back. But right before we come back, a word from our sponsor, Turtle Beach. Remember to type here in all caps if you want to get into the raffle for this week's giveaway. We'll be right back. This is SSBL Baseball on Twitch. And we are back with game number 4 of the blog game of the night, presented by Lopside Industries. It'll be the Mythic coming in, facing off against, again, I think the best record in the Epic. Or no, the ball players have the best record in the Epic. If that dog will stop barking.
Well, if the Unicorns win, then they'll have the best record in the Epic.
They'll be tied for the best record in the Epic.
Also, apparently Marge is sandbagging. He has 6 as his number 4.
I mean, I kind of did that too because, like, Brian's my best pitcher, but I put him at 3 based on matchups. And if I had to be completely honest with you, Otto Gold is probably my worst pitcher, but he's my number 1.
So you're saying I got a chance?
No. Ground ball, Tygo for the second half. So Mythic coming in 1-3. They have a win on their and their franchise, leaving the only expansion team without a win is the Liberty.
No, that's high.
So, Squared, since this is the SSBL blowout game of the night presented by Lopside Industries, we get to have a little fun, right?
Yes, of course. That's
So,
gonna be 1, 2, 3 for Belmont.
So, without looking, who do you think has more wins in the regular season? You or Marge?
That falls in the right. Sawyer. That's a tough one because me and Marge, because Marge tried his first season, I believe, and then we both tanked. I would probably say me because Marge's team just got good.
Yes, by how many wins do you think?
2.
1.
Wow.
He is Marge is 1 win away from his 25th season. Now, I'm assuming Marge is a man. For all we know, Marge could be a woman. But I'm assuming Marge is a man. And then at which point he is only 1. Let me know if I'm misgendering you, Marge. But only 1 win away. Yep, Liberty still have a goose egg. And I'll tell you what, there have always been rumorings about the future of the Moonshots after this season, you know, in terms of who is going to be, is Pandora going to come in for another season? You know what would suck if Pandora decides to not come back? He is 1 win away from 50 wins.
I don't think the Moonshots will win every game. I mean, they won't lose every game. They'll at least win one.
Pandora's also 1 game away from his 100th career game managing the Moonshots.
As that ball's hit high, and just a hit batsman for the Corns, as I'll do it for the first. Harry Von Crum. What are we doing?
Yeah, Harry do something Von Crum, taking more of a leadership role here.
And you know what? Actually, me and Puppet had this discussion earlier. And I think this has been talked about in the past. If I had an expansion team, I do exactly what the Mythic and Express and with the Liberty are. I think the Mythic has done it the best. Where, just throw some picks at some, filler guys and just really get everyone in the minors. So, your team can do a lot. Even if you have your full strength team, you're probably not going to win.
Go inside.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with the Monstars, how dominant they've been.
Jesus.
The one thing I have realized, though, is that the minors get ridiculous progression if your minors teams go far. So, if you don't have a good minors team, you still get decent enough progression, but it might be better for you to have them in the majors. Like, for example, I don't know if French Pastry is going to be in my majors the entire season. I might have him up just for the 3 weeks so that he's eligible for postseason.
Yeah, and that's going to be a strikeout 1, 2, 3 inning for Belmont. Yeah, I have also done the same thing in the past where I brought up Noodle Arm to strengthen the pitching staff a little bit. I might do that I was actually planning on doing that if Pixel was not doing well. So I bring in Chris Bacon, but he's doing fine, so I don't need to bring in Chris Bacon or Heidi Bear or Grounder, Julian, big split.
I think, Marges, I think it's going to be really hard for Pandora to win another game right now. Which is a shame because he has...
That's inside.
What?
They played the Liberty twice.
Yeah, have you seen how bad their team is?
Have you seen how bad the Liberty are?
Have you seen how bad the Moonshots are right now? And they've traded off the best players they have.
You know what's really funny? The Moonshots have only allowed less than 10 runs in one game this season.
Number 12.
So thank God we don't do anything. Thank God teams aren't eliminated based off run differential, because it would not be fair.
Oh, you know what? If he goes 49 and 37, it would ruin his fourth best winning percentage average. He has the first best for all above 75.
Now batting the catcher, number 45.
Well, actually, if you include all games.
That ball is hit high and deep to left.
That's...
And if it was any other park besides Shaka, it's probably gone.
Third baseman, number 92.
You know, I wish we had that thing. You know how the MLB does it, where it's like, oh, that home run's a home run in 19 of, you know, in 29 of the 30 parks.
I
wish we
actually
kinda had that.
just saw a TikTok about that.
No, there's actually a Twitter account that's like that, where for every home run, it's like, wow, you know, home run. That's a home run.
Well, the
Two of
TikTok
the-
was about the Twitter account, but yeah, that's.
Number 50.
I mean, we do have the dimensions. I mean, someone can do that. You know, it's like, oh, hey.
Well, the
that
thing
home
is
run.
that they use exit velocity and angle
True.
to determine it.
We only have distance. As that ball's gonna be in the gap, that's gonna be extra bases. Oh my, that might be a run.
Is that deep enough to score?
Toaster
No,
brings it
no.
in? No. So second and third, one out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Would this be the biggest upset
number
of the Mythic
11.
one of the season
Yes. Yes.
Ball outside.
so far?
Without a
What's the biggest
doubt.
upset
Yes.
so far? What's the biggest upset so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me look.
Oh, it's a squeeze!
Oh, the squeeze! And it works!
Never won!
It works!
Also to note, the first game these two teams played against, the Mythic only lost 6-1. I hate how I have to say that. They only lost 6-1. They still lost, but they only lost by 5 runs. But yes, they only lost 6-1.
So far, I'm just like going through week by
Walkers
week.
over Vikings?
Walkers over Retrievers, I think, is pretty huge.
Yes.
That's low.
I'm still going through.
That ball is in.
Oh
It's gonna
my
be 2-0.
gosh, the Mythic are up
Mythic.
2-0.
Skulls of Rock. Wait, was when the Skulls beat the High Rollers? Was that the weakened Skulls of Rock, or was that the good Skulls
Number
of Rock?
18.
That was the good Skulls of Rock.
Okay.
Nope. Inside.
I'd probably say yeah, Viking. Walkers over Retrievers or Vikings. That's me popped up, but the Mythic scored 2 in the top of the third, so Musha will lead it off with the Unicorns. Yeah, it's probably the biggest upset so far.
The catcher, number 23.
Some really, really close ones that would have been bonkers.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, Stingers over Unicorns possibly.
Yeah, but I think the Stingers, we know the Stingers are good.
Yeah, but that was coming off of like the Wildcats when we got our asses.
Yeah, but I think like in terms of what's the biggest upset, I think like we need to look once everything's been established.
As that ball is hitting the center field. And
Oh!
Colombo not even to get there. Gonna stretch it to 3. And is gonna get a triple. So 1-out triple there. That was Jose Abdullah. Here's Topster.
Center fielder.
Whitney says Walker over Retrievers is the biggest.
I would agree.
Low.
Rest, man, they nearly beat
Oh,
the
and that's gonna be a
Retrievers.
run for the Unicorns.
Now batting,
I mean, the Express has had some near. I mean, Express today.
Express should
beat the
be
Lumberjacks.
Express should be 500. You know the way that Josh feels about the Mythic, I feel that way about the
If the
Express.
Express beat the Lumberjacks today, I would have called that the biggest upset of the
Oh
season.
my, actually, you know what the closest biggest upset was?
What?
Angels over Unicorns. That 5-4 game.
Oh my.
That was
would've
the
been huge.
closest. If like, because I'm almost done going through all the weeks here.
now batting,
But so far, Walkers over Retrievers would be. But that, in terms of the closest, would have been the biggest. Angels over Unicorns would have been
I would agree.
crazy.
That's King Kush. Slow roller. Levi. Oh, close, but gives it over. So, Unicorns got the lead in half. We're into the fourth. Von Krum. Isaac's favorite player of all time. So.
first baseman, number 89.
As much crap as you're talking about Von Krum, you still love him. Has to be right.
I mean, he's not my favorite player of all time. He was the bane of my existence. Oh my gosh,
stop
it's
it.
like
You
it's
love
Bridgerton. It's Bridgerton. He was the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. That one's to everyone who's seen Bridgerton season 2.
I know about it. Yeah, swing and a miss. Richie is down on strikes.
Now batting,
Here's
the
Debbie
right
Sawyer.
fielder, number
Debbie
14.
Sawyer has had an interesting career. She's bounced around from starter to non-starter, a piece of that Serpents team, you know, the good Serpents teams. He got traded to the Dragons, then immediately sent to the bench. as he
Well,
went to
no,
trade.
she got traded to the Knights. I got her from the Knights.
There you go.
And she was lead off for us. And that was atrocious.
You got rid of her.
Third baseman.
I
No,
definitely
no regrets.
kicked her to the bench
Inside.
as fast as I could.
No, that's high.
As here's Trey flip flop.
High.
Oh, it's fit flop. I keep doing that, dude. I always say flip flop. It's
Take your
fit
pick.
flop. That's gonna be a lead off walk.
Actually, you know what? Low key, I think this is gonna take some time for it to happen. But we could potentially look at the Serpents over the Overdrafts
High.
having been a pretty big
No,
upset,
inside.
depending on how this season goes.
As
I
that
don't
ball
think
is
it
passed,
is. I don't think it is, but I think it's definitely needs to potentially be in the conversation.
By the way, in interconference play, did the Epic kill the Heroic this season?
Well, for the first round of it,
Yes, but for the first round.
yes. I'm gonna jar you for that.
No, I was just asking. I actually wasn't like.
Oh no, I'm just asking.
I legit was just asking.
Yeah, here's
What
a
do you
jar.
mean?
Give me $1. There's a humble jar.
I actually was just asking on behalf of all the Epic managers.
Okay, so I just went through everything. Without a doubt, it's got to be Walkers over the Retrievers so far.
As it's second and third now, Unicorn's looking to take the lead here.
Number
Well, that slight upset only lasted a minute and a half,
Ball, that's low.
possibly.
D-Rah.
Aggie Porterhouse. Rounder, and that's going to tie the ball game.
now batting.
He's a new shot.
Why the Mythic got to do this to us, man? Got to get our hopes
Don't
up.
you want the Mythic to lose?
Ball, that's low.
I don't.
That's down.
I mean, listen. I'm all for changing the biggest upset of the season being the Walkers over the Retrievers.
As Delfino walks up another batter, so first and third for Jose Odor.
Second baseman, number 13.
I remember when I nearly had Jose Odor. I nearly made a trade for. With the,
Oh, really?
my goodness! As that's gonna be a 3-run shot.
Dean, it's past game 3. That doesn't count anymore. You gotta be here during game 3.
Number 12.
So if I do end up doing the thing where I only keep French pastry in the majors for 3 weeks to make him eligible, he would leave after the next Dragons Gauchos game.
Inside.
That was 3 weeks. Oh yes.
Yeah.
St. Paul's gonna be in the gap, and this is more becoming the game I expected. Yes, Lawrence, I was actually just asking. I wasn't trying to rake on the
Oh,
road,
dude,
guys.
that's crazy. You know what? He would be eligible for another 10 points because he would be in the minors for another 5 weeks, and we haven't changed the rules yet.
I thought the rules were if they touch anything remotely majors that's non-injury, they're automatically eligible.
No, it is only. I mean, let me look up the rules. I mean, here's the thing: the rules are outdated because it was the intent was you spend half the season.
I was the one who
Whatever
made this
half
rule.
the season
I was
is
the one who
spent.
made this rule. What do you mean?
No.
Well,
Inside.
but you were the one who originated, but that's not what's in the rule book.
It's always been you can't be in the majors at all unless you can only be in the majors if it was an injury and call up. Anything else, you can't be eligible. That ball gonna be hit well to the right for first out.
Now batting.
That's always been a
the
thing.
third baseman,
Ahem.
number
Minors.
Isaac,
Rule
no.
13, Section C, Section 3, Section 6. A player must have been in the minors for 5 weeks to receive 1 camp and 10 weeks to receive 2 camps.
number 58.
That is what is in the rule book.
Ball, that's outside.
Seems like
Now,
worked around.
any minors camp is ineligible for the majors camp. Listen, I feel like some people just don't read the rule book that often.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Now, that is definitely changing after this season. So if anybody wants to take advantage of it, this is the only season you can take advantage of it because you bet your dickens that's
so
changing
If you were to send
into
down,
next
if you
season.
were to send down Pastry right now, if you were to send down Pastry after the Gauchos game, what week would you send him down?
I would send him down start of week 9.
Okay, he would not be eligible. It said 5 weeks, not games.
Yeah, 5 weeks. Week 9, week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13.
What? No, it's only regular season, guy.
There are 13 weeks of the regular season.
There's 10 weeks of the regular season. I'm looking at it.
Oh, what? Oh, my great plan. My great plan. Oh, I could have sworn there was more than 10 weeks. No.
All right, well, we got that dispute already done. Thank you for playing the game. Runner on first, 3-0 from Andres Witness, and he wins flip flop. Oh, this is about to be bad.
The shortstop, number 19.
I can't believe I worked out my
Runner's
own.
gonna go to third double steal, and it's gonna be second and double.
I mean, in that case, I'm glad. But we're definitely gonna need to rewrite that rule just in case the number of weeks in minors change to half the number of weeks that there are. It ended up working out this time, but we'll change that for the future rule book. That way, there's no way someone like me can do what I want to do.
I would literally just put like if player is in the majors for anything other than an injury call up, then you're ineligible for.
Here's the reason why I say no, because as long as they have 5 weeks of minors experience, that would get them that first camp.
Yeah, you're in there for 5 weeks and you call them up.
Right, no, but if you have them there, like, if you call them up week 3, but then send them down week 6, they should still be eligible for a camp after that. I mean, that's what it has in the rule book, so
I don't know, you're the one
that's some grass, my dude.
Minors.
Yeah, you know what?
6 to
It's
2.
still the phrasing of the rule book is very clear.
Yeah, but your plans are bogus.
Wow, you got me.
It's 7-2 now with one out second and third, or first and third.
Number 23.
Have we had a day of games where there wasn't a lopsided Industries game? Oh my god. The hit and run worked perfectly.
Remember when the Mythic were up 2-0?
Yeah, that was good times. Remember we were talking about an actual upset? Good times.
Looks like we're gonna have to wait. Well, that's the thing about the lopside game of the night is that there's always a chance for something special to happen.
I could care less if the Unicorns win personally.
I wonder why.
Well, because like they're the only time actually no, I want the Unicorns to win when they play the ball players, but I only care if the ball players win or not.
So
the Mythic are playing the ball players kill me.
We started week 2 with the lopside game. Overdrafts only beat the Walkers by 1. Romfielders only beat the Walkers by 1. Lumberjacks only beat the Liberty by 3. Retrievers only beat the Express by 1. Unicorns only beat the Angels by 1. There's more runs scored. You guys know what's happening.
Yeah,
Retrievers only beat the Liberty by 1. The second time the Retrievers have played down to their competition, not counting the third time, which is when they lost to the Walkers. You only beat the Sparrows by 4.
Yes, but I always said the Sparrows. I always thought the Sparrows were probably the best team.
Wildcats only beat the Sparrows by 4.
The Sparrows are the best team out of the expansion teams, though. Like currently.
So you always, if you look at the game of the fourth game, there's always a chance for an upset.
It's 11-2 now. The Unicorns have firmly taken this game by the strangle.
Liberty Gauchos is the one tomorrow. Man, would that be an upset? Liberty getting their first win.
Why am I slightly worried for Stingers Angels? Why couldn't you guys make ball players Mythic the SSBL blowout game of the night?
Because the Mythic were already the blow-up game of the night the first night. That's the same reason why the Unicorns are going right back against the Angels. Because really, it should be Unicorns Angels for that. I mean, no, actually, Gauchos Liberty is a pretty fair assessment there.
That's pretty fair. Oh my.
Oh,
That's gonna be another
no.
12-2.
It just gets getting worse.
Can we see
I mean, how do you
any
think
record of
I
worst
feel?
score?
Week 7, day 1, I've got the blowout game of the night against the Moonshots.
I prefer not to have the blowout game of the night because that's too much pressure for me.
Oh, poor Moonshot. Oh, Moonshots Express is actually really
Oh
fun.
my god, man, that's not bad.
Wait, that's caught.
Good, actually good play by Lucian Miles. Who's pitching for me? The Vecchio? Look at it.
Now batting, the
I trust
second
her.
baseman.
Yes, it is the
number
Vecchio. I
26.
trust her.
I'm gonna make an executive decision to make High Rollers Angels the blowout game of the night for week 7, day 1 because the Moonshots are already playing the very next time against Week 7. Yes, because we need to be fair.
No, you're just doing it because you don't want to get embarrassed.
No, I want the High Rollers Angels because the
Oh,
High
and Josh
Rollers
is here
get it.
too. Josh, veto it.
Number 18.
That's high.
You know, Pandora does bring up a point.
Because I don't think Josh has gotten to week 7 yet, Marge.
Nope, that's high.
So really, Stinger's Skulls of Rock should
Honestly,
be the blowout.
week 7, day 3, it should be
It should be Bombers
Cyclones.
missing.
No, it should be Serpent Cyclones for the SSBL game tonight, though.
89.
I don't know if Josh has gone to week
Moonshots
7.
Slumber. Ooh, actually, Moonshots. Oh no, that would literally be. We can't do that to the Moonshots. We can't do that to the Moonshots. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Marge. I think it's just that Josh hadn't gotten to that point. I mean, both Josh and I have been the ones that have been assigning it, but yeah, no, we just hadn't gotten to that point yet. It's not really a good game week 7, day 3. Like Serpent Cyclones isn't really that good.
I still
of a
think the
game.
Serpents, I mean, the Cyclones are a good team. They're just really unlucky as Von Krum hits a double. They're just really unlucky. Like, I honestly would say the Cyclones are the most unluckiest team in the SSBL. They have a good team. They're just,
Now batting.
I don't know, like, if you want to look at the Cyclones, 6-7 against the ball players. Lost 2-0 against the Stingers. Beat the Skulls 3-1. 6-4 against the Wildcats. 9-5 against the Dragons and 1-0 against the ball players. It's not like they're getting beaten by a lot. It's just nothing's going their way this season, and that's always how it's been in their existence.
Number 19.
They're not a bad team by any stretch.
That's low. Ball, that's inside.
Like against the quality teams, ball players twice, Dragons, Wildcats. I think the Skulls of Rock were still the.
Yeah, but I feel like that's
Still
what we're
strength.
always saying about the Cyclones. The Cyclones are always not.
But that's how
pulling
they've
it out.
always been. That's how they've always been. Though.
Ball, outside.
They're
That's just been
the. I'll tell you
Cyclones
what.
every year.
I'll tell you what. There's a reason why the Dragons play the Cyclones every year. Is because the Cyclones are the Dragons of the epic, or is it the Dragons are the Cyclones of the heroic?
Number 12.
They're
you,
pretty.
Alfred.
They're both pretty evenly mediocre.
And like, and they haven't like honestly they've been playing like very good teams, and it's again their biggest loss is 9-5 against the Dragons. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Your team's 1-5.
I know, but they're
Doesn't
still
matter how
not
close the Dragons played the Gauchos. They're
They're-
not 6-3. They're 5-4.
They're still not. It's still like a worthy game. They're still a decent team. Now, would I say they're out of it at this point? Probably, because the Stingers and ball like they have to have like one of the three in the is it the Phenoms?
Now batting.
Like they have to go on an insane winning streak, and one of the three in the Phenoms to spontaneously combust.
Well, the Phenoms will eat each other.
I totally see. The thing about the Phenoms, I totally can see one of them being 8-8 and getting that 6th spot.
Oh, sorry, not the Phenoms. Yeah, no, the Phenoms.
Yes,
yeah,
I can totally see one
because
of
you're in
those-
the Novas.
I can totally see like one of those like the 6th seed being in the 8-8 and getting to the playoffs.
I'll tell you what, for the Dragons, I kind of hope I get the 6th seed.
92.
I'd rather face the Overdrafts than the Gauchos in the divisional, should I make it out of the wild card.
Dude,
I also gotta make postseason.
you
too.
gotta, dude. We're not even halfway through this. Well, some of us are halfway through the season, but man.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that it's Vikings, Dragons, wrong fielders battling it out for the 5-6. But I mean, potentially the Retrievers as well.
Number 50 now
As that's it for Belmont, 6 2/3. He pitched well since those two runs he gave up. Butler Codsworth will come in the pitch. Still 12-2 for the Mythic. Top of the 7th. You know, surprisingly, this game has gone very fast. That's going to be strike 3, and we're heading to the bottom 7. 7th inning stretch time. Thank you for joining me, Isaac, on the call for your SSBL blog game of the night presented by Lopside Industries. If you're enjoying the stream, please give us a follow. If you want to get involved in the league and the community, we're a bunch of fun people. Please join the Discord there. As that ball's going to be hit left, a single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 13.
God, I love how the epic's shaking out. It's so funny.
No, high.
I mean, we thought the Novas was gonna be a bloodbath, and then the Skulls and Cyclones just
I
kind of
told
rolled
all
over.
of you. You guys, nobody believed
That's
me.
down.
Well, I'm sorry. What happened to the Cyclones? Aren't a bad team.
But the Cyclones are the most unluckiest team in the SSBL.
Now batting, the
Yeah. So what happened? So
number
Yeah.
man, why can't the Miners play for another 3 weeks?
Dude, no, we're not doing this.
Can we add another 3 weeks of games just so I can put French pastry
No.
back in?
Absolutely not. To the 8th we go.
I just want to give him another 10 arm.
I was the one who pushed for that role, too.
center fielder, number 11.
I just want to look at the Unicorns line schedule. Do they have some pretty tough games coming up here? Angels, no. High Rollers pretty good. Oh wow, High Rollers, Vikings, ball players, 3 straight. That's
decent.
That's a pretty good slate of games there.
Number 30.
That'll be against the Viking. Will that be against Holiday?
Did the player get hurt?
No, that'll be against their 3.
Somebody got hurt.
18.
Oh,
to the VOD.
Vikings played a lot of games.
To the VOD. Somebody got hurt.
Ball.
Oh wait, who got hurt?
Somebody hit me with who got hurt.
Who got hurt and what happened?
No, inside.
It'll be hot mic on the mouth for that Vikings game.
What's it, Codsworth? Is Elder saying? Oh,
I mean,
no.
it's gotta be Codsworth. Oh,
Oh no!
That's gonna be 4 weeks. That's gonna
No,
be
'cause
4 weeks.
I heard the sound while I was looking at the schedule and I was like, wait a minute, somebody get hurt?
That's gonna be 4 weeks on the IL.
I just saw about both of us. Oh no!
It's your first bad injury ever. Okay, well I feel less bad about it. That's your first bad injury ever.
As you can take care of that one.
Now
So
I
how
gotta
long
look
is he?
up
How long is he
this.
out?
You see what you're doing to me? You're manipulating me. I didn't even want to cast this game for you. You pulled me in.
I did the last one.
I did the last one.
Oh my god, it's enough.
Where's the injuries?
So week 6, day 1, he'll be back week 10, day 2. And he will miss as Julian picks that up. We're heading to the 9th, 12-2. As let's see, he'll miss 1, 2, 3 games for the Unicorns.
Hey, Josh or Witt, if you're in the chat, can you vote for my trade, please?
89.
What's in the chat?
The
Ball. That's low.
well, just if they're watching the game, they can head over to the Discord and either downvote or approve it.
Yeah, so he'll miss 3 games. The next 3 games: Angels, High Rollers, and the Vikings games for the Unicorns.
Unicorns.
He'll return week 10, day 2. Break 3 is the longest.
Here's Butler
Now
Cowboys.
batting, the designated
Butler
hitter,
Queen.
number 77.
4 weeks.
Strike 3. You're out.
And the Mythic are down to the last out as the Unicorns look to put their finishing touches
14.
on heading over to 7-1 on the season and gaining actually a game on the Wildcats after their loss today.
That's low.
I just happy.
There we go.
Pumped up. And that'll do it. Unicorns take it 12-2. Mythic take a 2-0 lead, and Unicorns scores 12 straight to stop me and Isaac from talking about upsets.
Oh wow, that game actually went pretty quickly.
Actually, yeah, pretty quickly. So 2 runs, 5 hits for the Mythic, 12 runs, 8 hits for the Unicorns. I mean, not much to say here. Musha, Odor had that 3-run shot. Tubster had 3 RBIs. Porterhouse 2 RBIs. But they do lose Codsworth. Belmont gets the win. Delfino gets the loss. Witness gives up 7 runs. Dang! Belmont pretty good out the for a start. Quality start for him. 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Codsworth unfortunately gets hurt with elbow pain. Will miss the next 3 games for the Unicorns. And Longshanks comes in and finishes the job. Delfino gets lit up, 4 innings, 5 runs. And Loner actually pitches well out of the pen, 3 2/3. Giving up. And your play of the game is Jose Odor. Isaac, any final thoughts for you on today's slate of games?
I mean, we got lucky with that game of the night presented by Turtle Beach that the Dragons were able to mount a little bit of a comeback and give us a close affair there for what looked like it was a blowout. And then, you know, games 2 and 4 kind of just washes. And then that first game, man, the Express, they just keep on battling constantly. But we've got an interesting week of games. I think there's going to be a lot of movement this week with some of the games we have coming up, especially with some teams like the Lumberjacks and Vikings that have a lot of catching up to do. I don't think the Vikings played that much this week, but regardless, there's a. But the teams like the Lumberjacks and others are getting in some games, as you've got teams like the Overdrafts that are already into their 3rd rotation, and some teams that were just starting their 2nd rotation.
Yes.
So
tomorrow, looking ahead, we have Angels Unicorns start off, and then we're heading over to Emerald Park, as that's a big phenom game. High Rollers Bombers, but the High Rollers getting a win, so it puts a little bit more pressure on the Bombers to try and beat the High Rollers there and even out the Phenoms there. Overdrafts Retrievers will be our SSBL game of the night presented by Turtle Beach, which that one could have huge implications in the Heroic. And then for the blowout game of the night, it's the Gauchos versus the Liberty. Overdrafts Retrievers, those 2 games in the middle, man, am I excited for those ones.
yeah, absolutely. Overdraft Retrievers is just
That's gonna major
that's gonna either vindicate or embarrass Puppet, one way or the other.
Probably the Retrievers' most important game of the season,
without a doubt.
But big games for the High Rollers and Bombers as well, with the High Rollers getting a huge 7-1 win over the Wildcats. Just to recap, Express nearly beat the Lumberjacks 3-2. High Rollers get a huge win at Red Rock against the Wildcats. The Gauchos survived the Dragons' onslaught 6-5, and the Unicorns handled the Mythic 12-2. So, any parting words, or are you good, Isaac?
Nah, I'm chilling.
All right, well done.
I'm gonna go play Football Manager 2022.
That game is, it's like out of the park baseball. I get absolutely addicted.
Marge, it's not embarrassing, but going 3-3 with 1-run wins over the Liberty and the Express, yes, it's time to panic.
For who?
For you saying is the Retrievers losing to the Overdrafts isn't embarrassing.
I wouldn't say it's embarrassing. It's just.
But it can, from where they are right now, with 1-run wins over Liberty and the Express, it's not where they should be. As well as with that 5-3 loss to the Walkers.
I think if the Overdrafts win this game and ultimately win the division, I think you can point at this game tomorrow and say this is where the Overdrafts wanted to be. I think that would be fair. And I think there's more on the line for the Retrievers than the Overdrafts.
I mean, Overdrafts go 7-2, and the Retrievers are 3-3. If the Overdrafts win that game, that is huge.
I mean, we have seen. I mean, this is the SSBL. Anything can happen. But I think if the Overdrafts, I wouldn't say they win the division, but I think they greatly improve their chances of winning the division if they get this game here. So not embarrassing, it just would be more devastating for the Retrievers. But should be good. But with that, I will sign off. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, on Twitch. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.